All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rikah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone for teaching us this truth. Today's lesson, as it is entitled, Dunkin employee accused of fatally punching customer who used racial slur. And this is coming from NBCnews.com. It says Tampa police said the employee Corey Pools and the customer got into a heated argument after the man became upset over the lack of service he was receiving. You'll see, I seen this on IG and I pulled it up on Google, just to to clarify that it was a legit story, which it usually always is. It says the victim, 77, went through the drive-through of Dunkin and became upset due to lack of service he was receiving. And I looked and looked. I don't think it was a video in here where they explained it, but I think let's see. I believe I saved it on Instagram, so let's see if it'll let me. Let's see. I think I saved it. So let's see. Here we go. Even though a lot of these, Edomites, they know they losing their kingdom, so they decide, that they're gonna take it, upon their own self in their own hands to, try to get the country back to where it used to be. Each and every last one of them, So you can see this on your screen. It's Jake, so-called black man. And it reads, this is from the, this is Instagram right here. You see the title of his page. He usually have some crazy things, really mostly joking matters on this page, but this happened to be one that made sense, and it really didn't got too many hits on there, but you can see it says Dunkin employee fatally punched customer who called him racial slur. It just got cops, it says, and if convicted of the charge, Corey Pooms face up to 30 years in prison. Let's see. Let's play the video.
Racial slur has turned deadly, and now a reaction to a racial slur has turned deadly, and now a Tampa Dunkin' Donuts employee is facing charges. Police say the fast food worker punched a 77-year-old man after he directed a number of those slurs at the employee. 3 days later, the elderly man has died. And Fox 13's Catherine Hawley is live in Tampa with more on the story. Catherine.
Corey Pujols is in jail tonight, charged with aggravated manslaughter. Tampa police say one punch caused that customer to fall and hit his head on the concrete floor, dying from his injuries just days later. Everything started last Tuesday around 1:30 p.m. in the drive-thru of this Dunkin' on South 50th Street. Tampa police say a 77-year-old customer was upset over the lack of service he was receiving.
The victim parks the car, goes inside, and has an argument with the employee. Well, at that time, has an argument with the employee. Well, at that time, there was a racial slur that was thrown out at the employee, and the employee told the victim to say it one more time.
That employee was 27-year-old Corey Pujols. According to arrest paperwork, when the elderly man repeated the same racial slur, Pujols punched him once in the face.
The suspect ended up punching the victim so hard that he fell back, hit his head on the ground. And so when we arrived, he was unconscious and bleeding from the head to where he had to be taken to the hospital.
Court documents say the man was rushed to the intensive care unit at TGH, being treated for head and brain injuries. He never regained consciousness, passing away Friday. A doctor told officers the man had a skull fracture and brain contusions.
This customer was a regular. He apparently came by that Dunkin' Donuts a lot.
Pujols told investigators the elderly man was being extremely rude that day. Police writing in the report, at no time did the decedent place his hands on the defendant or attempt to strike the defendant. Pujols was initially charged with battery that was upgraded to aggravated manslaughter after the 77-year-old died. And Pujols is set to be in court for that new charge this Thursday. Kelly.
Well, see, there you have it, man. Pujols is probably gonna get, every bit of the time that they say he's accused of getting. Okay, so that's what happens. That's what's going on in Babylon. Among them 100 other things. Throughout the world, 1,000 other things. So America, along with the earth, the world, is about to be put in a better place after the destruction, man. But what they say, the guy was 77. I see that at the sworn I seen they said he was 77 years old. Now however old he was, he had no business going inside to try to, get some service, and he got served. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6. It says, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place." And that's folly, man. For a 77-year-old man decides he wants to come in and Dunkin' demand better service. That's folly, man. And the whole earth is set in folly, in a folly spirit, man. Hey, that's Esau Edom for you, man. Excuse me. That's Esau Edom, man. But hey, I ain't gonna make it long. You could draw out plenty of precepts to this, but let's get one more. Let's go to the book of Second Esdras. Hey, because you can see it's getting worse and worse, man. Hey, the Wadi how about Shimi Awashai, man, for speeding up the time. Okay, this is Second Esdras chapter 8 and verse. We can start at verse 50. Chapter 8 and verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Now, this is talking mostly, you can use this for Esau Edom, but, as well as, it's for the Israelites, but, it says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter times," which, you could put all the nations in there with this, man, But mainly, who's walking in great pride, The so-called white man, Esau Edom. You have our people, that took on to that same spirit of, proud and pride, with their checks stuck out because, maybe they had a few millions in the bank or whatever, and riding a brand new car or whatever, It's weirdness, man. Verse 51, it says, "But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee." Verse 52, it says, "For unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time is come. The time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready, a city is built, and rest is allowed. Ye perfect goodness and wisdom. See? Hey, that's beautiful, man. You know, the Most High said it's already set up for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know, which is known as the righteous, man, you know, and the poor, man. You can see it. Verse 53, it says, the root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness, and the mouth is hidden from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. And that's beautiful, man. I'm pretty sure this young Jake will, you know, is waiting on that time, you know, even though I'm pretty sure he don't really know, you know, about, maybe he do know about the Israelite thing, you know. It's possibly he's going to spend about 30-something years, you know. But, you know, Lord willing, that I'm pretty sure it won't go on no 30 more years, right? Not here in Babylon. So with that being said, you know, I'm not going to go too deep in it, you know. We all know how Esau Edom is falling from his, you know, his proud estate, you know, and this is just an example. You know, the so-called black man, black woman, Hispanic, Native American man, woman, and child, they tired of this this S that's going on here in Babylon, man. You know, even though this dude was 77 years old, this guy here was 26. You know, he probably felt he probably tensed up and got every oppression out of him. You know, with that swing. You know, but you know, that's the pride of Esau. Now he running in there like he gonna get something taken care of. Oh yeah, he's about 50? They said 50 years his senior. So, hey man, this guy probably was you know, he probably was raised. You know, if you can receive it, you know, he definitely was a plantation owner. He was you know, even back, you know, 77 years ago, you know, that's what, let's see, that's 77 years. That's 2021, 77 years ago. Oh yeah, 1944. Oh yeah, he was a hey, you know that dude, he had to been a total asshole, man, back in there. You know, and he was a youngster back then, that guy that got the death blow by this young Jake right here, you know. But anyway, we're not gonna go on too much longer. Lord willing, I'll put a link in the description box. Well, not really. I ain't gonna put that link in there. You can always find it. You can see what it is read. You know, how it's printed out right here. It says black man charged with manslaughter for fatally punching old man over racial slur, which he deserved it. Which both sides of the coin. Yahweh Shimi Shai had to say so in the okay of it. Well, I might as well get it since I'm gonna get this one last precept and then we're gonna end it. You know, this is Deuteronomy 32 and is it 37 and 39? Yeah, here it is. It says Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 39. It says, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive." And this is the Most High talking. "I wound and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hands." See, that's the will of the Lord, man. You know, this Jake gotta, probably spend time in prison. But all is he did the work of the Lord, man. Like the scripture in Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiasticus, I believe it is. It's the teeth of wild beasts. You know, that's the Most High putting the spirit on. You know, these different entities. That's these different humans and beasts, man. The beast of the field. You know, even the men are known as beasts. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cut it off right there. We're going to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone for teaching us this truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect.